Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So it's going to be another realm reading. We are going to be using the Fairy Oracle and getting into the Fairy realm. I've already done a few other readings within the realms tonight with the unicorns, the hummingbirds, and I'm going to be getting into elementals too. So if you guys feel guided to any of those, you should definitely take a look, as the energies that I'm tapping into are the November energies of the 1111 gateway portal and the lunar eclipse that closed out our eclipse season. The trajectory of this eclipse can go on for 6 months, right? So even though this the eclipse already happened, we're still very much feeling the energies of that eclipse, right? Plus, it's so amplified. I mean, think for a full moon and a new moon, we normally feel them days before, after, peaking during the full moon, right? Well, an eclipse moon is like 6 times, right, as powerful. So that's why we're still very much, the energy is not accelerating up until the eclipse like it was, but the effects afterwards, right? And this was a very powerful moon for closing out cycles, right? And cycles that are closed out, and then this 1111 gateway, the energies that are coming in are bringing new opportunities, new shifts, in thinking, new gifts, new abilities, raising your vibration to having elevated opportunities, higher paradigm shifts, right? Because we're right in alignment with this 5D Christ consciousness energy. The great shift has already happened. So we're, with the energy that's coming through this gateway and portal, it's being anchored into the planet, within us, activating certain codes within our DNA for accelerated awakening, advancements, and all sorts of beautiful things, right? So the all realms are coming together, helping with the shift and the great awakening, which is so beautiful. I've got the most powerful reading I've ever received through my unicorn, the magic of the unicorns tonight. So this was definitely for chosen ones, light workers, earth angels. As I've been telling everybody, if you're shifting to this 5D Christ consciousness and you're awakening, this is a very powerful deck that's going to awaken and activate codes within you, as it does have sacred geometry within the cards as well, and that helps with DNA activation with these energetic codes. My readings alone can activate you. Whatever readings you guys feel guided to, you should definitely take a look at, but since I feel very empowered to talk about that reading, you could definitely be in alignment with it. It could activate certain things within you, awaken you, as I do prepare my channel for the chosen ones, light workers, earth angels, healers, and we're the ones that are definitely ushering in the great awakening and awakening the masses, right? So you might not even be aware that you're a chosen one or an earth angel. Like, you could be getting the confirmation through me, getting activated, that you very much are a very gifted, special soul, as I've been told that's what my platform is being created for, right? So that's very exciting, right? But it's like, now that we're shifting, we are starting to attract more opportunities, more things coming together. What is so beautiful too is, like I was saying, like during the spiritual warfare before the shift and the awakening started to happen here, that the energy was just so heavy. There was so much spiritual warfare, so much devil energy. It was getting so much and so hard to deflect the energy, so hard to release it. I was finding that I was being controlled by this lower devil energy for a long time. It was taking me a lot to be able to release it, and I was going to God, source divine, my angels, my ancestors, like, we need more help. We need more help. This is, it's so powerful. I mean, I didn't know. I had a lot going on within my family that I was clearing out, and I was surrounded by a lot of devil energy and angel and entities. So it was a lot for me to clear this out. But what I want to tell you is that I was telling them, like, we need to come together, like, now. Like, this has to happen. And then all of a sudden, it was just like around the equinox is when I noticed that I was shifting, and this energy is uniting us magnetically. We are starting to attract to each other on an energetic frequency. I mean, you're always attracted to the energy that you are, because we all are energy, and the vibration that you radiate adds, also known as like your aura field and the color and all that, the vibration you're at, that's what you attract, right? That, but what it's doing is it's like this divide and this shift is happening. And it's like, it's more like before we were attracting everything around us, right, for situations. But what's happening now, going to the 5D ascension, is it's like we are ascending, right? So it's like basically rising up. So what's so different, unique now, is it's like before you could move away from the devil energy or be protected away from it or whatever. But it's like, to me, since we're ascending, you're coming above it. And when you get to this 5D Christ consciousness, it's like you're protected. And this, because it's like when you're fully in it, you're not able to get pulled down or pulled out of it or pulled to it like you were before. Like getting pulled to the devil energy. It's more like you're protected, like you're getting above it. So since you're above it, it's not able to pull you back down anymore. And it's like enough of us are coming together. We are uniting together and like creating that field of energy, if this is making sense. I'm trying to put into words what the vision and the feelings that I have, the download they're giving me. That's kind of what it's like. So it's because so many of us are raising our vibration and getting untouchable. We're creating like a force field almost, right? It's basically like we're creating this new we're creating this new world by this divide that we're doing, if that makes sense. So that I'm gonna give up trying to explain it. That's all I have for you right now for how I'm trying to explain it, except that this is why it's so beautiful, because it's like it's not this push and pull and battling that it took to get to this 5D. And it's going to be a lot easier for the masses to be able to shift, as us chosen ones, as light workers. We're attracted to darkness, and it's like because we were radiating at such a bright light and frequency, we were attracting a lot of darkness, and we were very much getting singled out and seen, because it's like when something bright is shining and there's not as many around, more darkness can go to it, right? But now that there's light shining just all about, it's not as heavy for one person to take on, or a few, because as chosen ones are strategically organized all over the world, and we've been separated for that reason. But see, now that it's very few that are, shining so bright, we are all starting to activate. So it's dispersing, and it's magnetically. You are ascending others around you just by them being in your presence. You're healing things, not to the 5D consciousness level like that, but you're healing little things. You're slowly elevating others around you, so it's helping calm down the masses and allowing them to see that something is happening. And people are starting to see major changes and starting to see the chosen rise, that it's allowing others to open up spiritually, to start to ascend themselves. And the more that ascend at the same time, it equalizes out the negativity, and it's not as heavy, and it's not going to be as challenging. Plus, as chosen ones, we got a lot of karma we're clearing out, not just within karma in our lives and our bloodlines, within the planet, right? A lot of us light workers that are grid workers like I am, we get called to certain places geographically to clear out karma within the ley lines, right? So you get called certain places, so certain things and places you go, you're healing on a level. That's why sometimes you may go out or be called to go somewhere and you come back and you're just so exhausted. Things like that, and when you're in those lower vibrational energies, It's easier to get under attack, especially if you have devil agents that are getting projected upon your family and friends that are close to you. Like, that's where I was feeling for a long period of time, is that I was getting to where I wasn't being able to replenish my energy. I wasn't getting to calm down, and I wasn't, it's like, and I would literally see it, like, if one child would be coming at me and I would distance myself, then another one of my children would be acting out and coming at me, and then another, and I'd be like, oh my God, like, I started to see, and unfortunately, you know, like, a lot of my children were dealing with trauma because of abandonment issues they had from their dads not being in their lives and things like that. You know, those create trauma, and that's what happens. That's how people get overcome by devil energy and devil entities and agents, the devil agents that are being dispersed against his chosen ones, is anybody that's in a low vibrational energy. So anybody that's in heartbreak or has a wound or, you know, gets into that energy, they get brought down. And then it only takes getting brought down, and children aren't well with releasing and letting go of these energies. They're not aware, and you can't really tell them, you know, you're embodying a devil energy right now. You know, you got to approach children differently. So, you know, like, it's so hard. Like, I always knew water was so cleansing. It was like, even times like that, I'd be like, okay, you need to go take a shower, you need to calm down. But then they'd be defiant, like, no, I'm not getting a shower right now. It's like they knew. It's so crazy. But anyway, so I was getting at with that, is that I was really feeling as though I couldn't calm down for a while. Like, it was getting so and so intense. But I feel that it's not going to be as difficult, even though this is starting to rise. The light's going to outshine the darkness. And for the darkness, it's like, it's still that separation and that elevation is happening. So it's like, as people raise their vibration and their frequency, they're rising above the darkness, and the darkness is going to have to stay down here. It's not going to come up here. So there's going to be a great shift and a separation. So that's very much what's happening. And like I said, all realms are coming in. I actually was talking with God's divine source, telling them 6 months ago that we needed more help, that we needed all realms. And I don't know if I was just feeling and channeling the energy that what was going on, if that was supposed to be a download and a message that the realms were there, but it's like, I didn't even know that they were all helping. And now 6 months later, it's so beautiful that I see that all the realms are helping. And the reading that I got with the unicorn magic is somebody is very much going within the realms and getting the help. So I don't know if a lot of chosen ones started to raise their vibration and started to go and travel and astral travel and go to these realms and gather the help, but it's here. I don't know if this was all part of the plan, if just maybe it was a guidance that I got that help was coming. So they were telling me help is coming, and or if just I don't know, but it's so beautiful. I guess what I'm getting at is just this reading was so empowering. It has me thinking a lot about how I've been the last 6 months, and maybe I've been already embodying things and energies and using some of the skills that I wasn't even aware that I had, that I was doing. It was kind of like, because a lot of times when we give readings, you know, we're connecting with the energies because we are projecting our energy out to you, and then you guys are receptive of it. So you're in a match. That's why I said, if you get guided to me, you're guided to me for a reason. Source guided you to me. We're on an energetic frequency match, and sometimes you get guided to a message because you're meant to see it for your story, for your guidance, for you. Or it could be for that reason, but it could also be because you're an energetic match, so you just were guided to it because you are that energy that is going on in your life. And other times it could be letting you know what's going to be coming too. But all I know is, as chosen ones, we very much connect and we help each other and we come together. So anyways, it's just so beautiful that I got this reading, that all the realms are there helping. And I know that I've always had a very strong connection with the unicorn realms, with the dragons, and that I'm going to be doing a dragon realm reading later too. I forgot to pull them down. I have dragons left in elementals, and this is supposed to be the fairies. And I didn't even know that this was going to take over 1444 on the clock as they say that, and that's the angels letting you know they're with you and guiding you, that 444. So maybe enough of us are reaching out to our angels that we need more help, and they were going together because the angels can work with all the realms. But I'm getting very strongly that some of you could be astral travelers and go within the realms. And this reading talks about this, somebody that can go within the realms, and I feel has been doing a lot of work within the 5D, like with when they sleep. And gathering, and this has been a long time coming, and it's so beautiful to know that the realms are here helping at this time. So anyway, that was a long introduction, I guess, to this reading, but it's for somebody. I wanted to let you guys know what I've been finding out and what's been happening. So again, you guys need to check out the reading that I did, the Chick of the Unicorns, because it's definitely still going off that energy. And I took I logged off already. I took like an hour break too because it was so powerful. I had to go rest and replenish some of my energy, and then and then here I am back doing the reading. So, all right, so yeah, this is definitely a new beginning. It's the ending of cycles. Eclipses are bringing you in alignment with your soul's evolution. 2. So if you weren't in alignment with living your divine life path and purpose and pursuing like your dreams and the things that you desire, you're going to be aligned with that, because when you are pursuing your dreams and your desires, you raise your vibration, that you're radiating at a higher vibration already. So it's easier to tap into your divinity, your spirituality, your angels, your ascended masters, your spirit guides, your ancestors, everybody that is there to help guide you down your divine life path and purpose, right? And to assess your blueprints of your life, right? And to be living the life that you were destined to live. So for a lot of you, there is a whole new journey here for you, right? And see, look at the elements together, the rabbit, the fairy. This is a very beautiful time of abundance and fertility. Represented by the bunny. Things are definitely going to be coming in multiplied. I was getting with the hummingbird wisdom too, is like I was seeing so many different hummingbirds within a lot of the cards, and it's like many different opportunities are going to be coming in, so many doors are going to be opening up, like so much abundance is coming in with this energy. It's like it's amplified because it's time. A lot of the things I've been getting that are coming in are like have been waiting to come in, but there's been some sort of challenges or obstacles that have been blocking them. So a lot of this cosmic intervention, I like to say, that happened with the eclipse energy is something was eclipsed out, something you were hesitant at letting go. For a lot of you, it was some sort of relationship or connection within your family or your friends or something close to you that was karmic, something that you wouldn't have let go of because it was part of your family or your friends, or you felt some sort of connection or obligation to this, and you felt as though you'd be abandoning, giving it up on you. For some reason, you felt as though you were like stuck dealing with this situation or this cycle, that it was just part of your life, something, it was part of your soul, your soul's path that you had to pursue. Some of you were in a job or a career that you didn't know how to get out of because you felt as though you were destined to do this. But for those of you that have had a major change or one that may be coming, it's happening because it's not part of your soul's path or journey. So you're being realigned, but you don't often see it right away. It's not often like, okay, you're going to lose this and here's this. You have to be patient, okay, because they happen in cycles. You have to allow something to release. You have to feel it. You have to let it go. Now you can receive what's to come in. So there's a little bit of a pause, a wait, patience, right? And allowing it to come to you. Not obsessing over it, not being in a lack mentality, not being in this energy of resentment, So you prepare, right? Pour that love into yourself. Embrace what's happening. Know that change, when an ending happens, a new beginning comes, right? You have to let go of something for something new to come in. You need to make room for it. So prepare that way. Be flexible. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. For some of you, you're going to be traveling, or you're going to take this time and embrace this time to take a vacation. Maybe if you've been working very, very hard and very dedicated to your career path of making money, you don't take that time off. You don't take the vacations, but then you get laid off or you lose your job or something like that. Take the time to relax, right? Take a break, take some time for yourself, okay? And wait to see what comes. They're showing me go outside. You're definitely being called to go outside. That's going to give you a lot of enlightenment, a lot of guidance, a lot of tree wisdom. As I say that, the wisdom card. You get a lot of enlightenment and guidance from simply being outdoors, because then that's when you can connect with your spirit animals, as whatever animals come across your path always are giving you some sort of message. You have to look them up, though. When the universe starts to see that you see the messages and the signs and synchronicities they're showing you, they're going to give you more. So definitely go outside. Pay attention to what you see, what you feel, what you're thinking, what you're hearing. Like I didn't even realize a lot of symbolism simply comes in by other things that you may see. Yes, you can, baby. Like I was noticing that I was getting very drawn to sunflowers, right? And then I noticed that that I got the sunflowers, and then I was noticing other things that I was noticing the sunflower on was super cute. I even got some sage, and the only pack they had sunflowers on it, and I was so excited. I'm like, oh, how perfect, Little things like that. And then the beautiful deck that I was guided to, the hummingbirds that I did a very beautiful reading with, I fell in love with, has the sunflower symbolism on it too, right? See, and not all the cards have sunflowers, just some, but I was definitely getting this one, which talks about forward motion, ushering in new energy, right? So maybe you feel guided to that reading, because I felt to call out the sunflowers again, and I was talking about the sunflowers in this reading. But see, so maybe it's a particular flower that you're seeing, or just being out and about. What are you noticing, right? And it could be anything. Maybe you go for a walk and all of a sudden you're noticing that everybody has their boats out. Or maybe you see 3 or 4 different boats on your walk you never seen before. So then there's that boat symbolism. What is that telling you? Do you have a boat maybe that you should go out and have some fun? Or have you always wanted to have a boat or get into boating? Or what is the symbolism behind a boat? Things like that. Pay attention, right? All right. Let's get some more messages for the collective. What is going on? So we got magical blessings here. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say that you can bless others too. Look how beautiful that is. I've been noticing a lot of magic within my cards. I've been seeing a lot of magic, a lot of stars, a lot of rainbows, and to me, wishes. See, there's more in here. I wanted to show you guys, was it the wish card or the dream card? They were showing me, but there's magic, and to me this is representing like a portal, and when I see the glowing, of the energy, this is the strong 1111 energy coming in, opening up portals and gateways. Look, abundance! Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. Yes, you need to let go of that fear. Fear is what lowers you. Let go of fear. Let go of your lack mentality. Like, especially if you lose a job, you need to know that was being removed, or it's because you have a new endeavor coming, or a new opportunity, or something new. So embrace what's new. Right? And get excited knowing that you're now going to begin a new beginning. And here's confirmation. You already have abundance coming in, so you don't need to worry, right? And we have hope, and there's that rainbow. I was telling you guys, I've been seeing a lot of rainbows. and stars, representing a wish fulfillment, is within rainbows. Some sort of wish is coming in. She's holding a pink rose in her hand and has a gold bracelet. She's got an angel pin in her hair. Paying attention more to the cards, what I'm seeing. I've been noticing a lot of light pinks lately too, and the lotus flower. And lotus flower talks about spiritual awakening, abundance for me, coming after going through some darkness and coming out, right? So you've definitely went through some things. And it kind of looks like there's a bunch of money. There's a bunch of coins in that lotus flower. It's like because you went through this awakening, you're now getting abundance because you're elevating and you're raising your vibrational frequency. And music, this is the second time I've seen the music card. I've seen it while I was shuffling. Listen carefully, for there may be messages in music you hear. Yes. So a lot of times your angels will give you messages through song lyrics or a certain musical play that'll give you enlightenment or messages into certain maybe people or situations, like memories, things like that. Rekindle memories, yep, and charm fairies to your door. So that's very beautiful. Yep, and then look at this nature signs. Like I was telling you guys, go outside, pay attention to the animals that you see, different signs, and messages that you see, just being outdoors. And again, she's outdoors and solitude. And then look at this, as I was talking about in the beginning of the reading. Okay, they're showing me these two cards here. This card is telling you ask for help, and whenever I see this card, it shows me like the realms helping each other, right? And pulling each other up, because this is a fairy and this is an angel. And I told you the fairies and the angels have been working together to support each other, raise each other up, and help with the vibration. Then look at this, protection, the fairy circle. I told you that this is letting you know that they've been surrounding you, protecting you. I told you these realms are working together, and they're definitely blocking out energy that's been around you. See? The fairies of protection are shielding you with the magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So for those of you that may be guided into doing some sort of spiritual work, definitely make sure that you're asking for protection, and that when you're calling in your spirit guides, I talked about this in another reading today, it's either today or last night, that you need to call in your spirit guides or ancestors of divine light, because sometimes some of you connect with past loved ones that might not be in divine light if they had some sort of trauma bond or something that was not allowing them to be in the light yet. Because sometimes what happens, and I was talking about this in that reading, I think it was this morning, that they get if they had some sort of trauma or karmic lesson or loop or cycle and it got bestowed upon you or an offspring, and they were at fault for it because it went down the bloodlines, they can in fact be assigned to you, to this relative, to be like a guide, to help protect, to help give guidance, whatever it may be. Often it's to help protect, but somebody could be tapping into that energy or trying to get messages from them, but you're not supposed to be getting messages from them because they're not getting them from divine light and source. They're getting them from maybe their thoughts and beliefs, or just it's not in alignment with your divine life path and purpose. See, when you're connecting with divine guidance, that your angels, Son of Master, spirit guides, ancestors, they can tap in to, your blueprint, your Akashic records from the light divine, from the divine, and get, find out what's in alignment with your life, the blueprint, what you wanted to experience, this life, lessons that you need to overcome, instead of just trying to overcome some of theirs. So some of them could be leading you like away from your dreams, right? Because they don't know. It's like trying to help you, but not knowing what you had already decided or determined or planned out for yourself before your incarnation here, right? So it's not like it's a malice type of way, but you can kind of be misled and misguided is what I'm getting at here. All right, so definitely, yeah, because I'm getting for a lot of you with this ascension that's happening. You're awakening a lot of psychic gifts and abilities. You're starting to realize that you have these talents and these gifts, and you're now accessing them, you know? So it may call some of you to get into doing some form of spiritual work, getting into being a tarot reader or oracle reading. Like, I'm telling everybody, you should get this unicorn, Magic of the Unicorn. This is powerful, and it's got all sorts of stuff that activates you within it with the sacred geometry, you know? So definitely ask for protection, you know, things like that, and guidance, so you don't have dark energies. And for some of you, like, if you get into this stuff and you don't ask for protection, you could be connecting with dark energies around you. You don't want to do that. Look at this. There's some of you lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Beautiful. And I'm seeing a Siamese cat there. That could be a symbolism for somebody. And there's that tree wisdom I was saying. You guys getting outdoors, you're going to be getting, you know, tree wisdom. And this could also be confirmation some of you have druidry, or Pathic or Celtic or something connections. Some of you may be coming across things you didn't even realize you had within your bloodlines, which could be getting you into getting some more wisdom and guidance within, down new pathways. Embracing some of your ancestral gifts, and some of you have spiritual inheritances that are being being bestowed upon you to carry along within your bloodlines. So that's very exciting and beautiful. So yeah, I'm getting very strongly that a lot of you are going to be, you know, tapping into these new things, right? So it's very beautiful. And then we got fairy spotting, you know. Seeing is believing, right? It is said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. So I say it backwards. Believing is seeing. When you call in the fairy realm and you ask for guidance, they're there. They very much are. You just have to be open to seeing them. A hint is they love to work with the dragonflies and the hummingbirds, as they can go between realms, right? So when you see, if you want to see the fairies, keep an eye out for dragonflies. You have those start surrounding you. The fairies are very nearby, as they do ride on the backs of them too, between the realms. So, but yeah, they're very much surrounding you, but calling them in, they're very much there, right? And so yeah, you guys can start to be tapping into new gifts and new blessings, but the fairies are very much protecting you and blocking out a lot of things that are coming your way. Second time I've seen find a balance too. Find a balance between work, rest, and playtime. A lot of you aren't playing enough. They were showing me the inner child card as I was talking. You need that childlike innocence. You need to remember what excites you, have fun, and don't be tempted. Ooh, see the temptation. That could be what they're trying to block out. Snake energy. You could have somebody being deceptive or sly or malice around you. Or are you in denial of an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? Fairies say you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it may be. All right, guys, what was reading I had for you? I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely feel free to watch whatever you feel guided to. And if you were guided to my channel, you were for a reason. Know that. So, guys, definitely subscribe if you have not. So you will get notifications on when I do more future uploads. And that way you'll be able to find my channel again so you can watch whatever you feel guided to. All right, guys, love and light to all of you. Bye.